Okay, we're here at the Hockey Hall of Fame for the launch of the 2011 SpiderTech powered by C10 team, Canada's first pro-continental men's racing team. Talking with team director Steve Bauer. Steve, start of the year, you've just done the launch, so now it's actually underway.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I feel a little bit of a relief. Ton of work to prepare, such a launch and the team, and get them ready for Europe and head out to the races. But it's successful this morning. I'm really proud of the guys. They're all looking good, looking fit. We're excited and ready to go.
Now, one of the interesting things you talked about during your intro was the connection to hockey, or how you hope to develop a connection and start bringing in more hockey players.
Yeah.
And you talked about yourself, you were a hockey player, and Guillaume Boivin, hockey player. Can you talk a little bit about how did that sort of, and Kevin Lacombe also was another hockey player.
Kevin too.
Can you talk a little bit about what really developed this idea to try and push this sort of talent ID program?
Well, it's kind of interesting. I've always said, in the back of my mind, and verbally, we have, so many hockey players in Canada. If we get them riding bikes, we'd have an amazing, Canadian team. But now we really have a reason, right? We have Team SpiderTech powered by C10. We have something that they can be, aspire to. I got to say, Ray Arbusman, he's brilliant. He said to me one day, he says, "We need hockey."
Now, Ray Arbus from SpiderTech.
Yeah. Ray Arbusman, he said, we need hockey. And why hockey? What we need attention to cycling, So it's also a marketing perspective. Hockey is Canada. Everybody loves hockey. But the sporting aspect is so real. So if we tie those things together, it's a great bonus for us. 5,000 young A players, double A players, triple A players, junior A. That's we only need less than 1% of those guys to win the Tour de France. We only need 9 guys out of 5,000. So the implementation will take some time. And testing protocol is all there. Test cyclists in real time. You can test real performance. So that's not difficult. Implementing the strategy, I think we'll keep it simple. It'll probably start in major centers. We don't need to knock down all of Canada at once, or all of the hockey teams at once. But I think the goal would be to identify one line, one Bauer powered line per year. If you get 5 or 6 guys per year, that's a big buzz, and we can put them into the junior development programs if they're juniors, get them racing. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a real opportunity and a real way to make our Canadian team stronger in the future. And it's a long story. It's not gonna be overnight. A midget player now getting into cycling may be in the Tour de France in 7 years. But if you continue that foundation, you can imagine that the potential for Canadian cycling is real.
Now, where are you in terms of implementation of this program? Is this, at this point, it's an idea and you've got to work out how you're going to do it, or do you actually have something underway?
No, we don't have anything underway. We have, like I said, we have the protocol for testing. The hockey pool is real. It's a matter of, okay, how do we identify and what's the program to get the guys on bikes and get them to do the test? And where we do that, how we do that, when do we start? We'll probably have that all in line by June, for example. So at the beginning of summer, we want to have a strategy in place where we can market, sign up, get people involved, and test them.
Now, turning back to the team again for a sec. You're heading to Europe tomorrow. A little bit of a training camp to get their legs in, and then they start racing.
Yep.
Early season goals, what are they?
Early season goals, I think we want to be sort of conservative going in. I think that a race like Trophy Ligouet or Giro Sardinia, I don't have anything specific in mind that I want to achieve other than the guys get in there, be competitive, start to gel as a team, and get our feet wet in Europe. That being said, I believe we have some guys that are probably in pretty good shape. A guy like Swain Tuft, I'm sure he's aiming that Tour of West Flanders there, 3-day with a 7K prologue, or I'm not sure how long it is, but he certainly wants to be peaked on that. And who knows, we might be leading the race in West Flanders before we know it.
Okay, so Tour of California, you're in?
Tour California, we're in. Tour Turkey, we're in. Two back-to-back 2.HC stage races. I'd have to say that those two are probably the highlight, race invitations of the spring. But along the way, we're going to do some great races in Belgium, like E3 Price, which is a huge challenge for us, an HC race in over the Flanders cobblestones. We do some great races in France, like Cholet and Loire Atlantique. We have a lot of good bike races coming up, so we're excited to challenge, and it's going to be tough, but the guys are ready.
Well, good luck.
Thank you much.